Alright, this is a day or two after the drift event, so this is me kind of just checking out everything over. I readjusted some of my power steering lines. I also readjusted my pulley because it was kind of wobbly. So I took it off, put it back on again. It seems to be better. I don't know. And then another mod I have is this. So this is, I believe, I think it's the E36. It's some 5 Series BMW, and this is a steering column bushing, I guess. So it's basically a piece of rubber in between these two little metal pieces that just slide on. So this is going to my steering wheel, and then this bottom piece goes to the steering rack. So these have a lot of play, and eventually they give out and you will lose all your steering. So this is more of like a preventative thing, preventative and kind of safety. We're replacing it with this guy. This is pretty light, might be aluminum. So this is from an E36, and I'm getting this idea from a YouTuber named It's Black. He's pretty helpful. He has a lot of videos of the E36 drift car. He has a couple, but I saw him do this and it looks pretty easy. Not really. Looks like a lot of work, but it looks like a mod that should be done so my steering doesn't explode on me. So basically remove these bolts on the other one, hammer it down, remove it, and then hammer it back up, pull it off.
Nice.
Hope my steering wheel and my wheels are all straight and that they go back on straight, and then hammer this one down all the way and then back up on the threads and center it in the middle. Sounds easy, probably gonna be a lot of work. It's hot, it's dirty under there, but we're gonna have fun and do it. So I got the old one out. You can see it's pretty crusty. Look at how warped it is. Bottom, it was pretty easy, so I just hit it up from the bottom, like kind of from under here. You can actually see the shaft right there. That's what she said. Both, so there's the top and the bottom. So I hit it out of the bottom, and the top kind of just fell out. So I'm gonna clean the threads off, grease them up, and then hopefully that one goes on easier. I noticed, yeah, it kind of messed the steering wheel. You gotta make sure it's the same, but I think it should be okay. Oh God, yeah. So very, very touchy now, but I think I'm just walking around, but one of these is larger. This one looks longer, so I'm going to use that one on the top. So I'll put the bottom one on and then hammer it up, I think. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Got the old crusty. This is what we do with it. Oh, that was metal. That was smart. I got the bottom on real easy. I just lubed it a bunch. It just kind of slid on. The top is lubed, so we're just gonna slide that. Covered in shit. So I got it on. I got one of the bolts on, and I noticed the other bolt is a really hard time getting on. So I think the shaft kind of went through the hole, so I tried to jam it in there and sheared off all the threads. So I might have to get like a thinner bolt. Yeah, because the top one went in no problem, but this one I forcefully ripped off all the threads. You know, I'm freaking just covered in dirt. Oh, the flashlight's on too. Okay, so I'm gonna go find a bolt. I might have one. If not, I have to go to the hardware store. And then it was pretty easy to get on. I just used a ton of grease and it just literally slid on, and I just slid it back up the top. I think I used a hammer once. So pretty easy. I cleaned the threads off and I greased them, and so if you do that, it goes on no problem. Bolts, the top one went on easy. This bottom one isn't happy, so yeah, I'll get a thinner bolt, or there's pretty much a little cutout in the steering shaft now from where the bolt went. So, I mean, I don't think it will go anywhere. But gonna put a bolt in there, you know, just to be sure. And one of my main concerns is that I had the steering wheel straight. It looks pretty straight, so hopefully it's fine. Yeah, that's nice. I need alignment anyway, but still, yeah, it might be a little cockeyed. Oh well, I have another steering wheel actually right here. I might do this too, I don't know. This one's a little bit better, not really. I don't know. Mine's flaking. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe not. But yeah, mine's pretty bad up here. I don't know. She is all bolted up in there. So what I was able to do, shout out Harbor Freight, always coming in clutch. Literally had a bolt pretty much the exact same size. I'm pretty sure it was this guy. But yeah, look at that. Same size, pretty much same diameter, same length. I tried using this shorter, or this was too short, and it was thin, so that worked, but it was too short. So I just zapped with my impact one of these guys in, sheared some of the threads, pretty much all of them, but I was able to get the nut on, and I just zapped it. So, you know, freaking zapped the out of it, and it's solid. It's not really going anywhere. I'll give you the, you know, like me moving the tire. It's you know, it's not going nowhere. You know, it's pretty solid. I'm sure I could push it up and down if I really wanted, but I mean, it's on there. So yeah, pretty stoked. That went actually a lot better than I was expecting. Overall, that install was not that hard. Luckily, a shout out It's Black, he had a pretty helpful video. He said use grease, so I used a lot of grease, and it just slid right on there. The hard part was getting the bolt back in, and you can see, you know, this one's gone, but Harbor Freight, this was like $6. Got all the bolts, you know, so I just used another one. You know, this job pretty freaking dirty, but all you need is two 13 mils, hammer, screwdriver, preferably a metal back so you can hit it. But yeah, it was pretty easy. And so I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna drive it and see how it is. Alright, so the light's on, but I definitely put the steering wheel on a little cockeyed, but it feels really good, like super direct. So that's big upgrade there. Yeah, that's nice.